We'll start at the end here, just very quickly. And it was a bit nuts. The ending, there was a moment where we both kind of went, what? Did you go that as well? Did you went,
I didn't go,
Did you went, by the way. The English was phenomenal.
My heart just sort of like broke a little bit. And I blinked and I was just like, this just turned from, it was already weird. And then you bring like taxidermy puppets into it and it just became so much worse and so much more painful.
Yeah, she's going through shit.
Yeah.
She definitely is going through shit. Hey, NarendraTheComic and
India.
No Nonsensei. You know the drill by now. Nonsensei on the left, Narendra on the right. Even though it might be to you the other way around, we don't know how this works. If you ask her, like we said before, she doesn't even know her left and rights when it comes to real life. So forget about mirroring it. She just get confused. She'll be correct in being wrong and wrong in being correct. It's nuts. But right now, we're going to be reviewing episode 4 of Wandavision, or as you so lovelily sing it,
Wandavision.
Yeah, this was a weird episode. Probably the best piece of television of the 3 or 4 episodes for now, but I think 3 was the best episode overall.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of stuff in here which gave context. We'll dig into it bit by bit, but what were your thoughts on it anyway?
It was nice to have a different perspective.
Yeah.
The kind of lens change and we see Monica's life, how she's like grown up, the blip.
Yeah, the blip.
And how that's affected her. But then right at the end of the episode, we were going through the timeline. And it just sort of doesn't add up.
It does add up. It makes sense, the timeline. It's just a bit extreme. But it makes sense. Because the timeline is essentially Endgame, which basically happens directly after Infinity War because of the way the blip happened for Wanda. So she gets blipped back to life in Endgame. It's like Infinity War just happened for her. Then she goes and does her shenanigans with Thanos where she almost kills Thanos.
Yep.
Thanos is like rain fire on them because he's like, oh, this bitch is going to kill me right now. Because she would have killed him.
She would have.
Wanda's the strongest, Captain Marvel. The point being, this is really raw for her still. Yeah. Because when it came to the end of Endgame and Tony Stark's funeral, she was still there. She didn't seem like she was out of it.
Yeah, she seemed like herself. Just somber, you know?
Somber, because obviously what's happened, Vision's happened. And she had this conversation with Hawkeye for about 10, 15 seconds, 20 seconds. And it was almost like she was affirming that she was okay in some ways.
Yeah, it seemed like she sort of brought the trauma to a close almost. It seemed like a very healthy place for her.
Yeah.
But then with the timeline, this is 3 weeks from there when Monica appears in
After
Westview.
the blip,
So in the space of 3 weeks...
She's gone from Tony's funeral, which might have been a day later, a week later, more, to 3 weeks after the blip being like, I'm messed up completely. Yeah. Which is possible. It's possible. These are rabbit holes that you can sink into, 100%. But it's just a bit extreme on the timescale, I feel.
It is. Also considering she's got like a town full of hostages, effectively.
Yeah, like 4,000 hostages.
Yeah, it's not like a small, okay, I thought these were like figments of her imagination, but no, but these are people that she's puppeting, which is just like, you went from telling Hawkeye you were okay to like terrorist hostage situation using magic, effectively.
Yeah, chaos magic.
What
or
even?
Magic. It's a bit weird. It's a bit weird, but then at the same time, she is going through it.
Yeah.
And maybe this weird puppeting thing, which might be the case here with Wanda, it's creepy as shit.
It's so weird.
It is creepy. That scene with Vision at the end, where he basically reverted back to the way he is, because apparently she might just be puppeting his dead body in the town, like taking it around with her, and like making up these like scenarios. Yeah. Question I have. It's a big question. It could be real, it could be fake. Does Wanda have Tony's bath technology?
Oh, maybe.
Does she have the tech? And has she like messed up the tech somehow with her magic? Like, has she mixed the stuff in the AR, the VR, and mixed it with her magic? And because of that, she's basically created like an alternate reality inside of the reality.
Maybe.
I don't know. It was a weird one.
Oh, yeah.
But this type of tech is in there. If you just take it to an nth degree, you kind of see it a little bit.
I see it, but at the same time, all the other electronics, like the drones they were sending in, have become retrofied with her sitcom.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know whether that would work.
But maybe the bath only helped her get into that space. And then from there, she's made that space her reality.
Oh, maybe.
Like maybe she's put herself in the 60s and in the 70s through the bath technology, and then she's made that world her reality from the inside of that hexagon.
That is...
I don't know. Or she's just super powerful, which she is. She's done it on her own. But to the character points, Monica Rambeau, not bad.
I like her. Yeah, I really like her.
Way better than Captain Marvel. Way better than Brie Larson.
She's very
in the MCU.
She's very believable in this role. She fits it. Everything fits.
Yeah.
And she's really giving it. Like,
yeah, she's trying her utmost to give something in this show. Other characters, not so much. I feel James Woo. Randall Park, solid job, all right? I was buying it. He was being a bit like Randall Park, but not fully like Randall Park. But Kat Dennings, I don't know what's going on here. Do you know what's going on here?
I don't know. It was very off. I don't know why. Her scenes were falling flat.
Every scene.
Literally every single scene. And I don't know why, because everyone else was like giving it in some way. And for some reason, maybe it's the humor that they're giving her. Maybe the character itself has sort of aged out for this current era of television and in 2021.
Yeah.
Like maybe Kat Dennings as a character, the way they wrote her for Thor, they're writing her the same. Maybe it doesn't fit anymore.
But I thought it fit in Thor. People are very polarizing. Some people hate a character completely in Thor and Thor the Dark World. I actually didn't mind it. I thought it was like the comedic relief in some ways was good. But I kind of see it if this is what they were meaning when they were saying that, because she was just completely out of this world.
It was very
odd. Very odd.
Oh, also, her introduction, when they're in the van, she's like, oh, astrophysics. You were taking like a politics PhD?
This is why I said when I was reacting to a trailer, I was like, she can't be an astrophysicist or some astrologer type because she was doing a politics degree.
So maybe the only thing is after Thor, she was like, this is what I want to get into.
You mean after Thor the Dark World?
After Thor the Dark World. Right. She's like, oh, I'm into it now. So in this time, she's gotten extra degrees and now she's an astrophysicist, and Sword and Shield were like, yeah, because you've already got an affiliation, we can get you in. Is that the vibe?
Maybe that is. That's nepotism, my guy. Maybe Jane Foster got her the gig. Maybe she got her the gig. Maybe Thor got her the gig one way or another. We don't know really, do we?
No.
We don't. But also the new director, the director of S.w.o.r.d, I liked him. I thought he gave something different and additional. I do feel the general trope with the director type scenario. He could be a bad guy.
That's what I felt.
But I do like him in the role. I buy it. And he gave something every time he was in the scene. But yeah, I'm telling you, Kat Dennings, she's just this obtuse blob in the scene which doesn't fit.
It didn't
Everyone else is going with it. Everyone else is trying to make this thing work. And I'm not saying it's her. It might be the writing. It might be the writing and the way she's choosing to play it, or the way she's being directed.
Yeah.
But it just was very, very off. This was like a completely context-heavy episode.
Yeah.
You know, there wasn't much future story-proofing. It was more like looking back, consolidating what's happened, and probably in the next episode we'll get the next time period. I thought it would be cool if in this episode they were watching it from the outside and we were watching an episode through them that we haven't seen. Like, if the 80s episode, they were watching it and we hadn't seen it. And we were watching the episode through them. That could have been interesting.
It would have been like televisionception.
Yeah, but we would have been learning new information through them while they were watching it. And understanding it more.
I think maybe the showrunners didn't want to confuse anybody. So they were like, if we give them stuff that we've already got. And it helps the viewer see what S.w.o.r.d. was trying to do, how the obstacles that they had.
The quickness at which they went about this. I mean, it's nuts. Also, the kids, are the kids real? Are the kids not real? We'll find out. We'll find out. That's kind of the vibe. We'll find out. We don't know. Confused. About 3% less, but still like 94% confused.
Yeah.
Still. Mephisto's involved. Nightmare's involved. Someone's involved. Wanda, maybe enemy number 1. Doctor Strange 2.
Yeah.
We just don't know, as we said. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel down there. If you didn't, then Thanos is gonna come after you. Thanos is gone. But man, if Gamora can come back, Thanos can come back. Thanos, you don't want him coming after you. Do you want him coming after you?
No!
So just subscribe anyway to avoid that. I've been NarendraTheComic.
I've been India.
She's been Nonsensi. You've been great, Dan. We'll see you next time. That's tomorrow. If you don't know, make a video every single day. You've been doing it every day for over 2 years now. We ain't stopping till we get 10,000 subscribers. So do subscribe, pop back again tomorrow for some more quality shitty content, because we're hashtag never not here, just how it goes. Also bring the bakwas. Bakwas means
nonsense
in Punjabi. Yes, it does. Well done. You caught onto that quickly. I liked it. I appreciate you. I appreciate it. See you tomorrow. More bakwas, more nonsense then, because it's just what we do. See you tomorrow. Skadoosh.